Like,
5 minutes later, I'm like, what's up?
so
So, no, so what I was saying is that I realized that part of the reason why I'm such a dick is because I'm so nice. So I hold doors for people. I say thank you.
Oh, so if
me.
they don't say thank you, you become a dick.
So we were, I was walking out of Costco. Me and Nicole were walking out, and you know how Costco, you got to wait in line with the receipt and fucking people wait. And so there was this Indian guy with his kids, and his wife was like alongside him, and I'm behind this old couple. Now, granted, listen, they're walking a little slower than usual, but everybody's in line. Everybody's waiting. I'm walking like I'm not trying to fuck. This motherfucker rushes around and cuts through the middle of both of the lines. And like, I was like, I should just go around them, but I was like, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm just going to wait. I'm not going to be a dick. And like, they literally bumped into me and the old couple, like trying to cut through the lines. And I'm like, I'm like, wait in line like everybody else, dude. Like my voice is already like, I'm not being a dick. I'm like, I just like loudly, I'm like, like wait in line like everybody else, dude. Like you got to wait like everybody else. You're not fucking special. So then he lied to me. He's like, I already waited in line. I already waited. And he like waved his receipt real fast in the air. And I'm like, okay. So I like hurried up and I got behind him. And I'm like, I guess we're going to wait and see if you really waited in line already. So I walked up right behind him, and sure as shit at the door, there was no marker on his phone. And so then I made a scene. I'm like, oh, I thought you already waited. I go, you don't have to wait. You already waited in line. You're good to go, right? I go, you cut everybody because you said you already waited in line. And he just looked at me like this and walked away. And I looked at Nicole and I go, you know what? I go, I'm a dick. I go, the reason why I'm a fucking asshole, I said, is because I'm overly nice. I'm very nice to my friends. I'm very nice to my family. I really do. And then like,
so when people don't,
I just become, and it's not even rules. It's just like respect. And as soon as I don't see that, I just become an asshole. And I'm like, you know what? I don't like now. Sometimes I question like the person that's being a dick in the moment. I'm like, maybe that person's not really, maybe he's really nice, because when you're really nice, you get really aggravated when people do really dumb and disrespectful shit. And I was like, this is why I'm an asshole, right? But moving on. What's going on with you, Mr. fucking Olympia?
Oh, I'm good, bro. It's starting to kick in now a little bit.
Well, your back double bicep started kicking in because your glutes were fucking
bro, that's an old photo.
Oh, it was?
You fuck oh, I'm not gonna. It's in Pro's gym. I didn't. Do I look like I'm in Ohio?
I honestly, I just saw the photo and I was like, God, and I just liked it. I was like, he looks crazy.
If I'm not shredded 10 weeks out, then we got an issue.
I was like, damn, he's fucking peeled at 9 weeks out. I was like, Jesus Christ. When was that? That was a throwback?
Yeah.
I guess you know what? Because you're so consistent.
You know how many DMs I got? People were like, holy shit, you look shredded. I'm like, it's old.
It's funny because I'm normally the one that gets mad at people for not reading the fucking caption. And here I am fucking being like, you look great, buddy. Like, I'm such an idiot. But the reason why I'm like, this kid is so consistent, I can never really tell what show it is when it's like just gym photos, because you always look consistently good.
I mean, Matt's very happy. We keep, recently we've been having like consistent refeed days more than normal, because I'm just, my body.
Well, you were going to Barry's, right? All the time. Like the last time we were on here, you were going to Barry's like once a week.
We've gone to Barry's every week so far since my birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
So does it feel like you're even prepping, or like kind of not really?
Yes, because Matt's pushing hard diet-wise throughout the week, and then it's like, okay, let's have some food here.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Leaner. I'm 281.
So the last time we were 286.
I was like 284. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a new low for me. So Matt actually gave me some food today. I like the way we've been doing it. Like, instead of doing like a full high day, what he'll do is he'll take the high day diet and he'll be like, go high day meals 1, 2, 3, and then base diet, 4, 5, and 6. That way it kind of rejuvenates.
Yeah.
And then, like tomorrow will be an off day, so it'll be full base. Then I check in again on Friday and we'll see where we're at.
So, and you made a comment on the last podcast we talked about being bigger. Like I might be 10, close to 10 pounds bigger. And stuff. And there was comments that, you know, I scroll through things and I read them. I mean, we can go through. One thing I did on HD Muscle, I'm like, we got to start doing. I was like, I go to Antoine. I said, hey, can you go to the fucking comments section? I heard I got destroyed on the podcast, and they were like, really? I'm like, yeah. I said, I heard I got like the first podcast I did. People were like, oh, the ultimate disrespect. Like this is. And I was like to Fuad, and I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Like disrespect. I was like, what did I do? I went on a fucking pod. I've been on like 3 different podcasts since. Like, why is this so disrespectful? So we pulled up the comment section and we started, like, I was laughing at some of the comments, and I'm like, me and Nick should just go on the comment section after, like, start our podcast for the week. And then the previous week's podcast, we should just go on and just scroll through some of the comments and just rebuttal to some of those ridiculous things. Because some of the things that people make up are fucking just absolutely ridiculous.
Why, somebody say something about me?
Oh, so the reason why I brought that up about you, somebody said, well, Nick gaining 10 pounds might hurt him because Nick doesn't need to be bigger. So, and I'm like, well,
bro, before you continue, people have been telling me my physique is maxed out since 2019
I know.
when I took second.
I know.
They're like, oh, he can't improve. He can't go anywhere. Like, okay.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, hold my beer. And it's what's funny is like I said, I was 281 this morning. I'm bigger in every area that I needed to be bigger in, and my waist is tighter.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's like really no, like when people like, he doesn't need to. And it's like, but if he does, if he puts 10 pounds of muscle on the frame and keeps his symmetry and proportions the same or better, then why is that? Like, isn't bodybuilding to maximize and push your physique to the genetic limit, right?
And I think it looks better.
I mean, dude, you every check-in you post or the pictures you send me, I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, how does this kid do it?
I love it. I embrace it at this point. And I think it's cool, right? Because I just feel like everything's flowing properly the way it needs to be right now.
Yeah.
And I always express, like, I didn't have a long off season, but I think it was very, very productive for what it was. And I think even when we started actual prep, I was still able, which I think I'm still doing, grow into it still, which is why I'm still as heavy as I am. Because Matt was like, dude, you're still in the 280s. Like, you're fucking huge.
Yeah.
This is crazy. You know, and I'm getting leaner. Like, I feel like my body's changing at this point, like, daily.
Yeah.
So
who do you think like your sets are on? Like, do you think that the people you're going to be like, if you had to pick your top 2 that you think you're going to go head to head with again, you think it's going to be Hottie and Derek? You think it's going to be a 3-man call out? You think they'll do a 2? You think there's going to be a 4? Like, who do you think?
No, there'll be a 5-man call, 5-6-man call out.
Yeah. So who do you think is your going into this? Obviously, Hottie won it. Derek took second. You took third. Do you think that's? I mean, I said it back at the Olympia last year. I said I think those 3 guys are going to be battling, chopping it up for quite some time.
I agree. And I think, listen, I think Samson's going to be in the mix.
Yeah.
You know, I think he has improved drastically, which I'm happy about. So I think he's going to be right next to us the entire time. Yeah. And I think this Olympia, you know, and I feel everybody is going to be on their A game. I feel everybody's going to be peeled. Everyone's going to be conditioned like we're supposed to be. And I feel this is going to be that top 5 it's going to be competitive like a motherfucker. And that's what excites me, because like now this year, I feel more confident, like training wise, the way I'm looking, how Matt feels, you know, even Maria tells me, my mom, those are like my people, you know, even you, those are like the small group that I confide in, because I know they keep it the realest. And my mother will 100% always keep it. I don't ever get a compliment. And today I finally got one from her. So I was like, okay, we're on a roll here.
Way to go, Tracy.
Yeah, right. So, because normally she'll start with a compliment and then have like 8 sentences of like dissecting my entire.
You look great, but.
Yeah. So today she had nothing to say really except much improved. So I'm like, we're on a roll. We're awesome. Killing it. You know, so everything, I just feel extremely confident. You know, I feel like my legs have come up. Obviously, my upper body is still overpowering, which is, you know, I just feel like that's what it's going to end up always being for me. But they have come up a lot. And my goal is to keep them and make sure, you know, we don't diet them down hard. And I just think with the style of training I'm doing, of course, you know, RP, you know,
yep.
I think it's allowing me to maintain, but it's also, in a sense, allowing me to not murder myself on cardio neither as well. we're like, because you know how it is. Like when you do, we're going ham, which at the end of the day, that's
Yeah.
probably gonna, backfire a little bit.
Yep.
I still go intense. I just keep like if I do the bike, right? Normally I'm in like the 12 to 14 resistant range.
Yep.
I have been keeping it within like 8 to 9, but obviously still like I'm not, I'm not backing off any. And I just
Yeah.
feel like my body is progressing very well. And now when I train, I'm tired, obviously, because the diet's getting low, but the strength is still just a little bit getting higher still at this point, which I am thankful for. But I'm also at a point where like I'm paying attention to the numbers to make sure I'm progressing. But if I do a set, let's just say I don't like whatever the app says, like this is the weight I start with, right? And it was from last week, and they want me to beat a number.
Yep.
And let's just say I beat it. But if that set felt so good to me, I probably won't go up. I'll just stay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because like I said, I follow the app to a T, but I'm also being 10 weeks out. I think it's also still very important to go by feel. And if there's a certain weight that I'm doing where like all I can feel is that muscle fucking getting destroyed, pumped, nothing else, but I don't want to go up and then jeopardize probably losing that contraction a little bit. I'd rather stay exactly right there and do it for another set or two.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's what I've been that whole last mesocycle. That's what I did. And we did day 3 today of the new one, like finding your weight, and that shit just kicks your ass because you're just fucking.
But that's also the cool thing. Like you can add a set, you can take away a set, you can change a weight if you don't feel you're ready for it. Whatever the case is, it's dependent on you.
Yeah, we did dumbbell presses for the first time in weeks because we haven't done dumbbell presses since fucking before this last mesocycle, and 95 pounds going slow controlled eccentric, sitting in the hole and driving up. I got 9 and then 8, and it was 95 pounds. I was like, fuck.
But how was the pump?
It was we did 2 sets of dumbbell flies, 2 sets of incline dumbbells, 2 sets of incline hammer, and then we did a tricep push down, spider dumbbell curls, and then we machine laterals, and I dude rocked. Awesome. And it was just 2 sets of everything, just rocked. No, it's 3 sets of buys, 3 sets of shoulders. Sorry.
And that's the thing. What people don't understand is when you execute, that's all you need.
Yeah. Well, and I had that conversation with them in the gym yesterday. I was like, man, I go, the days of guys coming into the gym and doing like, 35 sets like I used to do, or, 20 sets for buys, 20 sets for tries. Like, well, back then.
I get it. But
back
now
then there was no, there's no,
you're like, oh shit.
Well, and then it makes me think, like, if I would have incorporated this style of training, granted this, style of training wasn't around earlier on in my career, like how much better would my shoulders have been? Would my injuries have been less? Would I have, extended my career a couple more years because, things felt a little different. So, I kudos to you for switching things up, even though your training was very similar to this. But, when I was deep in my career and training the way I was training, like I didn't want to be told anything. I'm like, this is how I've always done it.
No,
like,
I get it.
Like, fuck anybody for telling me I need to change this, or, the only person that I changed something to work with was Charles. Me and Charles had very similar ideologies, 3 to 4 sets, pyramiding sets, drop set, or, a strip set at the end. And then, once I got to like my 36, 7 years, I was like, I got to call John, and because John's older and he does that power bodybuilding stuff. Like I need to get my mind fucking right. And, now that John has passed, God rest his soul. I have his programs, I followed him, but sometimes you just need like that little different touch and that little bit of guidance that I think, that app provides. And I think it's awesome because it takes the thinking out of it. And it does the progressive overloads by itself, and it calculates it based on your feedback, which is awesome. Like if something doesn't feel good, if you got pain, if the pump wasn't good, like it takes that in consideration for the following fucking set or following week, for example. So, I think for me, it's a change in trajectory with how my physique is, and something that I should have done a long time ago. But apparently, like, when you're stubborn and you're older fucking in the bodybuilding world, you don't want to change. You don't want to, you don't want to necessarily like do something different and then get a result that you're not expecting that could be lesser of the expectation from where you or what you were doing. Because then at that age, I'm almost like, fuck, if I change now and I go back a little bit, I'm so far gone. I'm so far into my career that like I don't have time to go backwards.
I
Right.
get it.
So it's like a fear.
Well, that's why, like, when I tried this, I knew it was very like similar to what I was doing. It was just more in tune, if that makes sense. You're just more in tune with everything, more full range. More, so I'm like, it can't hurt me necessarily, and I have grew more on this than my regular training. Like I really have, and I think that's the cool part because, like for shoulders, like on my push day, I do 2 shoulder movements.
Wow.
But I'm so in tune with those 2 movements that I'm cooked. I'm done. Like I literally do like a press, some sort of a press, and then a side lateral, and then I move on to like 2 tricep movements.
Yeah, they wanted to do Viking press today, and I got under it, and I'm like, could I get under it and just fucking? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, to do this slow and control.
How does side laterals feel for you?
Way better than anything. The 2 things that kill me the most are reverse pec deck,
really, yeah,
and overhead shoulder press. Fucking.
Can you do like front raises?
Yep, no problem.
Do those.
Yeah. So
because even when I was deep in like before I added shoulder press, honestly, when I did like my push days, I did 2 side lateral movements. I didn't even do like a press or like a front raise.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, like when I did like an incline dumbbell or an incline Smith, like I'm hitting the front delt right there,
Yeah.
And like I just felt like that was enough. Now I incorporate it just to add like some, the details of everything.
Yeah.
But I always just felt like that was enough.
Yeah, I used to love dumbbell pressing or Smith machine pressing, but from my shoulder getting locked, it's locked from just the constant injury. So, for me, overhead shit, like over like the diamonds used to do with like I just can't get my arm back there to where I'm in a comfortable position to be able to execute.
How's back training, like a pull down?
Honestly, I have no problem doing back. I have no problem doing deadlifts from the ground just suck because I have 3 herniations in my back.
Oh, okay.
So that kills my back. But I could squat deep. I mean, yesterday we were doing the pendulum squat. I mean, I was going fucking all the way down, sitting in a hole. I was even hitting the pin on the bottom. I was sitting.
That shit hurts, bro.
My upper middle quad today, dude, feels like somebody took a knife and jabbed me in both my quads. I'm like,
what's funny? Listen, so I have 2 leg days. I do Monday and Friday.
Yep.
Monday is more hamstring,
okay,
like very light quad. So like after I was finished hamstring, they have at the Fit Club gym I go to, they have like the Body Masters pin loaded like a hack squat, which is one of my favorites.
Okay. Yep.
I did 2 sets on there, 12 reps.
That's it.
That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
My quads were so sore the next day.
It's crazy. Like we only did 2 sets. We did yesterday hams, 1 set of all out hams, 2 sets of leg press. Then it was 2 sets of pendulum, 2 sets of sissy squats, and then or no, not sissy, split squats. And
I love
think
those.
maybe something else, and then that was it. And I'm fucking like, man, I'm like
my leg days. I literally do 3 to 4 exercises each day.
Yeah, that's about what I do.
Like for the hamstring, I did 4. So I'll do seated leg curl, and then I'll do a Smith machine like RDL, and then I'll do a Bulgarians.
Okay.
And then I'll end with like the quad exercise. And then basically on Friday, it'll be the opposite.
Okay. More dominant the other part.
Yeah.
So
like I'll still start with a hamstring. I'll do like a lying leg curl for that single leg, 2 sets, not until failure there. And then I'll move on to a leg press and then a hack squat. And then like maybe 1 fucking banger set of like leg extensions.
Do you find yourself doing the same, obviously during the mesocycle? Yes. But even when you do a new mesocycle, are you finding yourself finding the machines or the exercises that you like the best and you're staying with?
Yeah. Like if I feel like if I start a new mesocycle, and we'll just use that hack squat.
Yeah.
If I felt that was one of the best movements I've used in the last one, I will 100% add it into the new one. So
yeah. Now with the training the way it is with mostly 2 sets, sometimes 3, if you were to take the RP hypertrophy app and training style out of it completely, do you think you'd be doing more or less volume if you were doing it on your own from previous?
I'd 100% be doing more.
So you think you're doing less now and still getting better results, and this is the leanest you've been at this weight this far?
Yeah, because because this is what it does, and I think you can understand when let's just say back, like you have the back day, right? Whatever. Like you said, you're doing like 20 to 30 sets, right? But at the end of the day, when you're doing those 20, 30 sets, how much of that shit are you really actually working, right?
Or
So when
feeling?
you actually have this back day where you split it up a little bit, you have to make sure, even if it's not to a failure, you have to make sure every fucking rep is so nasty that all you probably need is like 3 exercises.
Yeah.
2 sets each.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna rest, and then 3-4 days later, whatever, you're gonna do it again.
Yep. Yep.
And I just think when you have no choice but to be like, oh fuck, I only have 2 sets here for, like, you're gonna focus so hard on making sure it counts that you're gonna be like, fuck, I'm good, because I used in my beginning, I used to train like you per se, where I would just clang and bang and do my, and it's fun. Does it produce results? Yeah, it does, because you're still putting tension on the muscle.
Fuck yeah.
But do I find this better? And especially for the longevity purpose? Yes.
Yeah.
And like I said, doing this and forcing myself to make that 1 to 2 set count, or 3, whatever, it's just allowed me to get more results, I think, faster, but I don't have no pain. 0.
So, and that's the thing that I think for me is the most beneficial at this point, is that I'm able to train and I wake up the next day, because I was waking up like, motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, you wake up feeling like a fucking,
and like things that I don't like. It's not like, oh man, my chest was fucking so sore. It was like my chest. I was like, my fucking shoulder joint is.
Yeah, you don't have that now, right?
I don't have that now because I'm not doing the shit that bothers me, because I'm not doing a ton of fucking nonsense. So it like makes it a little more bearable for me to be able to do that.
Well, that's why I posted. I don't know if you've seen it, but I posted like a transformation of where I was last prep versus this prep. And that, it's literally, I can use that as a transformation, because I've been using the RP app for a long time now. And, I wanted to post that for everyone that's like, oh, you don't lift the same. You lift lighter. You're not as intense. You're this, you're that. Like, fuck off, man. Like, I have grown every body part that is needed to grow. It's insane. And I think it's funny when, I hear people say, oh, you don't seem as, hardcore as you used to be, or you want it as bad as you used to be. Just because I don't scream and, go crazy with the weights does not mean I'm not intense. It does not mean I don't want it as bad as I used to. If anything, because I think I found something that truly works, I'm more intense and more focused than I've ever been, just in a different way.
Yeah, I agree.
You're
getting your engagement up. Okay, let's go to it was this one?
That one.
No.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is
what.
So here, let's move this out of the way. Right, 10 weeks out from Olympia this year, or 7 left. 7 weeks out Olympia last year, 277. Right, 10 weeks out Olympia this year, 282. So you look bigger and harder at this weight, and your stomach looks even like
tighter
this way, like tighter.
Yeah,
like front to back thickness.
Arms is the least I've trained my arms, and they're bigger.
Yeah, your arms look fucking just
my chest
big.
is, especially my upper chest, is bigger and fuller. Quad sweeps come up dramatically, like.
Yep.
And this is just like, I just wanted to prove a point. It's like, I found something that I think is really working.
Yeah. It's going to be a good look for you, dude. You're looking damn good. And you got 9 weeks is like a
Yeah,
life.
it'll be 9 weeks Friday.
It's a lifetime, bro. It's a lifetime. Osito
I
would be like,
know.
Chris would be like, oh, you're worried. There's 2 weeks left. I'm like, Chris, only two weeks. He goes, in bodybuilding, that's a fucking eternity. But
Well,
this
it's
is
true because the body can
yeah.
change so fast. Yeah, there's
I just glanced at this. I'm like,
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
that was the Arnold. Yeah, we were
Wait, hold on.
peeled.
I read this. Big pull day. Things are heating up now. All right. You didn't put anything about it being an old picture, you idiot.
Because I didn't think I fucking needed to. I live in Vegas and it says
Big
pro gym.
yeah,
Anyone with a mind would know that.
but you know what? I wasn't looking at the fucking guy flexing on the paint. I was looking at you. I just looked at you, read it, and I'm like, damn. Like, didn't
I,
even fucking
I
think.
wish I was that peeled right now.
Holy fucking balls. That's crazy. This was another one that I thought was nutty right here.
Yeah. That
Reason
was
I thought it was it
that was
because
Monday.
in this one, well, I remember seeing this and being like, damn, he's getting feathering all up in here already.
Yep.
So then when I saw the back double, I'm like, ooh, wee. Come at you, boy.
I'm not playing around, man.
No, dude. You look absolutely tremendous. So
I'm fucking hungry this year.
good, you should be. Eat, bro. Time to eat, man. Time to eat. You know? My nephews call me. So my nephew, I had my two nephews over on Saturday into Sunday. So I had Nico, Joseph. Joseph's the oldest, Nico's the middle, and Francesca is my niece. So they were over Saturday to Sunday. So my nephew Nico is the middle child like me. Like he I call him my mini me. He's exactly like me. Like he's loud, like doesn't care what he says. Like he's not that he's mean, but like just like thinks bodybuilding. He thinks like I'm the coolest uncle in the world, loves my dog. So he left here on Saturday. So I called my sister like 30 minutes later and she's like, I'm going to lose my mind. And I'm like, why? She goes, Nico is Nico's 8. She goes, he's hysterically crying in the van and hasn't stopped because he wants to go back to see you and the dogs because he misses you. So then that was at like 3:00, 3:30. So now it's 6. And my sister had pictures with her husband and her kids. So she calls me and she's like, she just FaceTimed me and she goes, I don't know what to do. And I go, why?
Bring him back.
He's still hysterically crying. So I'm like, oh my God. So I had to get on the phone with him, FaceTime him. And I'm like, bro, what are you crying about? And he's like, he like didn't want, he was embarrassed, didn't want to talk to me. And I go, do you think you're not going to see Uncle Guy again? I go, is that why you're getting upset? I go, you think this is the last time you're going to come here? So on the phone, I had to schedule set dates that he was going to see me. So he could calm down and understand that there was dates set that him and I were going to see each other in the next couple of weeks. So he could so every morning and every night he has FaceTime me at like 9 something in the morning. And he just FaceTime me right now to tell me he was going to bed because that's his thing now is like talking to Uncle Guy.
Oh, he loves you.
It's dude, you know, I always wanted kids. 41 years old. I don't think that's really going to happen at this point. If it does,
I was going to ask, you don't think that's in the making for you? Do you think you're too old at this point?
Like physically too old to have kids, like sperm and all that shit? No.
Just no, like your age. Like, do you feel like 41 having a newborn? Like, do you feel for you that's an old age to be a father?
I feel, but like this, in order for me to have a kid with somebody, that I would have to be living with them. So unless I'm living, because I can't do the whole, that's the like people that like even people that get divorced. Like I can't imagine having it. I don't like being away from my dogs more than fucking a couple hours. So I can only imagine what it would be like having to leave my child. So and I know parents that leave their child like I just want to get home with my kids. So I couldn't live not with that person. So until you see a girl in my house, the likelihood of me getting a girl pregnant, it's got to be a whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
A whoopsie.
So you took them to see the Ninja Turtle movie? That's cool.
Yeah or no?
I haven't seen it yet. We saw the Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo. You said it was awesome.
Phenomenal. One of my favorites of the year.
What is it about? Is it that's a?
It's a true thing. It's where they took kids that had like that video game where you race cars, but it looked real, like a simulator.
Yeah.
And they wanted to see if from that they could learn how to race real cars. And one of them succeeded and actually became professional race car driver.
From the fucking video game?
Yeah.
Get
And this
out of
was
here.
real. This all happened. Yeah.
Yeah, you called me and I was like, damn, I'm like, I couldn't see that as being like a really good flick.
No, bro, that was really good. Really, really good.
I gotta see it. Yeah, we saw Ninja Turtles, which was like cartoonish, but not. I
I
couldn't.
like cartoons. Sorry.
It was like drawn,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like it was obviously, fucking had all the technical terms. I don't know what they're called, like fucking automated, AI
Animated,
generated, animated, but it was like drawn. So like you could see the pencil marks on the characters and shit.
Really?
So, yeah, it wasn't like so what, but it was. I'll say this. I grew up with the old school Ninja Turtles, like Ninja Turtles, Return of the Ooze, like
I love it.
the best. Now, when I watched those Ninja Turtle movies, it was the Ninja Turtles versus the Foot's Clan, Bebop and Rocksteady, Shredder. Like they made like this is what this world has come to. Every fucking movie, every fucking commercial has to have every race, gender, ethnicity. It has to be about love, loving everybody getting along. So what do you think they tied into the fucking entire thing? It was, oh, everybody needs to be accepted because now April O'Neil got bullied in school. So now she's like the fucking the sad reporter that couldn't fucking do it because she had anxiety. Then you had like the turtles trying to turn the bad guys into good guys because everybody needs to get along and love each other. And I'm just like, can y'all just fight each other and just shut the fuck up with the like loving the world shit? And just like be the Ninja Turtles. Like you don't have to put your political fucking spin on every goddamn thing that we watch. We get enough of it on the day to day. I heard it happen with Barbie, and a lot of people got pissed off about that. I've like so many different movies. It just like, they're trying to incorporate their little agenda in. I'm like, come on, like, yes, we all need to get along. If you need to watch a Ninja Turtle movie to get validity in the fact that we all should get along, then you're an idiot. Like you're just a fucking idiot. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, we got this weekend, I believe that the Equalizer comes out, so we're probably gonna go see that.
I'm a huge
Denzel fan.
Yeah, and Denzel, Equalizer 1 was good. Equalizer 2 was just as good.
And this one looks just as good.
Yeah, and what I'm hoping they don't do is try to like on like the way they did The Hangover. I hope they don't repeat the same fucking like Taken. It was the same exact.
But they were good too, though, bro.
They were good. No, they were good. But I like when like it's a like doesn't have the same plot twists and like at the same time.
I compare Equalizer to like John Wick.
Yes, because all John Wicks were good.
Phenomenal. Did you see the last one?
The one with the dog.
Well, they all have a dog in it, but
the one where the dog from the wife gets sent to him, and they kill the dog.
That's the first one, you douche.
Oh, the last one. I'm thinking. Okay, I thought you said first one. The
last one, the very last, like 3 hours long.
Yeah, I watched it on the plane. John, it was 4, the fourth one.
John Wick 4, yeah.
Well, it's always about this the society that he's in. I'm trying to think which one that was. Remind me which one the fourth one was. What happened in that one?
He died at the end. Did
I not see that?
Yeah, I don't think you did, bro.
Dude, I watched on the plane. I'm either reading or watching.
If you watched it, you would have known John Wick died at the end.
Hold on. Now you got me. Question. Actually, just pull it up here. Hold on. I thought I saw them all. Is it fairly new?
Yeah, it came out like the end of last year, I believe, or even early beginning of this year. It was.
Yeah, I saw this. Hold on. Unless I didn't. I don't remember him. Takes his fight against. Yeah, I thought I saw this.
I don't think you did, bro.
I'm gonna have to watch the preview that I can't watch on here because then we get in trouble.
Yeah.
I think for some reason I'm watching these little parts now, and I'm not.
Well, luckily, this is
Wait,
like
no, I remember that guy.
maybe from the preview.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Um,
There was like an epic badass Chinese fight scene.
I bet you I'm gonna start watching it and go. I remember what happened.
Maybe.
My memory's so bad, bro. Like if
I know
something
it is.
doesn't stand out specific, fuck you. Then I'm kind of like, eh.
Well, luckily, this is like my favorite time of the year, which is like fall season. So all the scary movies are coming out in theater. So me and Maria have like a list already of what movies we're gonna go see
Oh,
before the
really?
yeah, like
What's on that
not
list?
so I think next week, not this week, this weekend, but next weekend, the Nun comes out. We're gonna go see the Nun.
I see. None.
And then I think toward the end of the month, the new Saw movie comes out that I want to see. So we're probably gonna go see
I didn't
that.
even hear about that. They're coming out with another Saw movie.
Yes, let me explain though, because I think they made too many and they all kind of sucked toward the end. But this one, I feel like they really, according to the preview, it looks like they really put some time into this one. It goes back to where Saul, the main guy,
The guy that died of cancer.
why he started all this. So basically, he went to a hospital where doctors were supposed to like remove it or whatever, and they lied to him. And they never really did anything. He found out all the doctors like just fucked with him. They lied to him. So then he puts all of them through this bullshit that he normally does in the Saw movies, and that's kind of how he started all this.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool. Because I think didn't they have like 6 of them?
Dude, like 6 or 7, bro.
Yeah, like 1, 2, and 3 were good, and then 4, 5, and 6 were like.
Well, they should have ended it. I think it was 5 or 6, where the guy from the first one that chopped his leg off, he came back, and you find out he was behind all of it.
Yep.
To me, that was epic. I would have just stopped making them right there.
You know what I'm gonna have to do is go back if I'm gonna have to watch fucking all
the first one's still my favorite though, because I just think it.
Which is the one where the guy throws her into fucking pins a syringe and she's got to find the thing.
That's the second one. That's the second one.
God, that fucking still gives me the fucking heebie.
Yeah. I just like the first one the best because it was very suspenseful.
Yeah, no, you didn't know.
And it wasn't too like gory as the other ones where he kind of just like fucked with these 2 people. And then at the end, he's the one laying in the middle pretending to be a dead guy and he just like gets up.
This is a different movie, but wasn't there like 2 people that had to have this guy had to like try to bang a girl with like this thing on, and it was like this like knife thing, or was that another movie?
That's another movie, my friend.
There's a movie where like
I don't think that's all, bro.
There was a movie are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I'll get my movies fucking screwed up. I thought he had to like do something to a woman and he had like this like razor thing on his cock and he had like fucking either bang her or he was gonna die. It was a banger or killer.
I don't know what movie that is, but you need to let me know because I'm curious.
Meanwhile, it's in my fucking porn search and fucking I'd be a real fucking sexual deviant if I fucking looked at that.
I would be like, are you okay? Are we well, I didn't know you were into this shit, my friend.
Dude, there's a lot of things that speaking of porn shit that I didn't even know about other people. Like I've been watching things on social media and so many people have been posting like, oh, I'm a porn addict. I'm a porn addict. I'm a porn addict. I'm a like this addict. I'm a that. Like, how do you get addicted to that kind of shit? It blows my mind. Like I get we want to rub one out each morning or whatever. Like, one.
I have never paid for porn.
Dude, who would like? I don't even like going to strip clubs and getting lap dances and touched.
I have never even been to a strip club. Still to this day.
Really?
Well, I dated one, remember? So like, I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go and be like, "This is what the fuck you do, you skank," I don't.
Yeah.
But even now, I just don't feel the need. I don't know.
That was a hard look over the computer. He was I don't even want to go.
No, but like, I don't feel I don't want to pay to have a girl. Like, I don't.
We went to a strip club once. It was years ago, And the girls were walking around like giving everybody massages, and she got to my buddy, and I'm like, oh my God, please don't touch me, please don't touch me. And then she went, and I'm like, I'm good, please don't touch me, I'm good, please, I'm good. I
If
just
she
don't.
wanted to get, I'd be like, massage first. My neck hurts. Let's see how good this is.
Because then it talks to the massage, then they start talking and hitting
They want to
on
whisper
you,
in your ear.
and they want to be, oh
How does
baby,
this,
oh baby.
does this feel good, big boy?
Yeah.
You like
Yeah,
this?
I'm like, let me take you in the back, daddy. I'm like, I'm good. Okay.
Let me take you to the back room.
Speaking of
Nah,
daddy,
good.
let me tell you somebody who's not going to be too fucking happy with you. Speaking of daddy, your daddy that you're here right now talking to me with that fucking little dirty mouth.
Who do you think I got it from?
Yeah, right. Your daddy. So I can't show the label, but so I can't tell you what this is.
Why can't you tell me?
It's uprising, but well, it's not
Obviously.
uprising. We're sampling flavors for new shots and some other things. Yeah, we're expanding. We're trying to we're at a point now where I think we're turning a page, and Mark and I and have been doing a lot of research and work, and we want to come out with other flavors, and
I use the shot every morning before cardio.
Yeah, so I didn't do my shot today. So this one's a flavored. So I was like, I'll take this one tonight and see if I like it. But the flavors that we've been trying are mind-boggling. They're so good in a shot, because even our shots are good, but they're still, you can still, I mean, people love the tropical punch. People love the rocket bomb. They think it tastes great. And then I'm like trying these flavors, and I'm like, man, this is like on another level.
Am I allowed to ask or not yet?
Well, maybe I'll ask Mark to get you. Actually, I have some samples extra that I'll send you in the mail this week. Or if Mark has them extra,
are you doing gummies too?
Yeah. So what our intention is with the gummies is we actually are not that we're trying, that's in the process. We want to work on a sugar-free gummy.
Oh yeah.
Because the main reason is obviously because we're a bodybuilding brand, and we know that you specifically like the gummies, but didn't take them during prep because they had sugar in them. Sure, so I think if we had a sugar-free version of the gummy with the same effect, I think that could be very, very good for the business. I think a lot of bodybuilders, but it's all comes down to flavoring, because when you're trying to flavor metragenine or kratom, it's very bitter, and you could taste it. So it's a fine line between too bitter, over flavored, under flavored, too much mint taste, too much extract. So we were trying to just figure it out, but I think we're doing a pretty damn good job. So we actually, the two flavors we have, I'm going to send you, because I would love your feedback on those, because those two that
just send them over.
Pretty much guaranteed at this point.
Bro, I love them for cardio, like especially on mornings. Like I'll be honest, I'm starting to get to that point where I'm like, wow, like I'm starting to drag a little earlier than normal.
Yeah,
those really pull the punch, man. Like
and on the days you're not doing cardio, I would tell you to not even do it, so you'd get the same effect all the time when you're doing cardio.
No, I don't. Like I said, I only use it on the days where I'm like, okay, today might be a little rough.
Yeah.
And then I'll do it, and I'll take a shot, and then it's just, I go zoom, bro. I literally just go zoom.
Yeah, like it's crazy, man. Like the trajectory of the product, and what I never thought I would be this, like, I don't want to say obsessed, but this excited about a company, because you feel it every time. Like after you take pre-workouts for a while, you're like, oh, like I'm used to this. I got to increase the dose. I got to take another one or buy another one. Like you hear people say, oh, I got used to this. It's not, you don't really get used to it. And I don't even ever see myself going above the dose that I've been doing for a very long time, So for me,
like even with the bottles, I do have.
So yeah, so with the bottles, and a lot of people, if you're watching this isn't
the shots, not bottle shots.
Yeah, this isn't another fucking kratom commercial, but for people that do take uprising, public service announcement.
It'll help you boost your cardio.
Do you feel it helps with sex?
I've actually never taken it before sex.
Neither have I, but have you ever taken it close to it and been like, that was a little kratom fuck?
No, but
I don't know either. I never even thought to try it until we just talked about it now. Like, I wonder if it works pretty good.
I'm just so used to thinking bodybuilding terms. It's like, okay, I'm gonna take this for cardio, take this a little before training this day. But it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, you get super focused on the Stairmaster, you might get super focused in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
You just log in.
So for the viewers who want to fucking get mad at me and Nick for being on this with me and Nick, I have 2 people on the hook for tonight. So Justin was supposed to come on.
Yeah.
And he said we're on. He said, I'm waiting to hear back from my lender on this deal. I wouldn't want to wait up for me.
And Jose
Sorry,
just
guys.
posted.
And then no, Jose actually texted me back. I'm gonna put these guys on blast because did we not have a group chat 2 days ago? And we said, hey Jose, hey Justin, 8:00 tonight. Yes.
Fuck them. This is going good. Fuck them. We have them on next week.
Jose, hey buddy, sorry I got a house full of people and I don't have a computer.
Fuck them. This is going good anyway. We haven't done one with me and you in a while. Anyway.
I know. Well, the problem is we do one with me and you, and people go, guy talks too much, and we need somebody there to buffer it.
This one's been good.
So for the Olympia, I wanted to ask you earlier when we're on the topic. So I apologize that we're circling back around.
No, that's fine.
You got Derek, Hottie, you got Samson, you got Brandon, you got Andrew Jack, you got Hunter. Who else out of the big boys am I leaving out that's really in the running for the top spot? Those 7. Am I missing everybody?
How are you going right now?
Just rattle off names that you think. Yeah. Okay.
Is Rami doing it?
Good question. I don't know. Is he qualified? No.
Yeah, he was 5th, bro.
Okay. Oh yeah, 5th. Okay.
And he's Mr. Olympia. He's always qualified.
Oh yeah, you're right. Once you win the O, you're always qualified. Yeah. It's funny. You don't even think of that when you're talking.
There's not anything of him like training or I don't know.
No, you see like one like random training video. So let's say Rami's not doing it for the sake of nobody knows. Out of those 8 guys we mentioned, this is gonna be hard. You got to pull 3 of them out of the top 5 for a first call out. Who's not making that first call out?
Oh my God. You're going to have people hate me, bro.
No, if people get upset from your opinion, you're not talking about them as a person. And if a bodybuilder is going to get upset at you, then honestly, they're a fucking crybaby. Because
I'm going to make this simple. I'll make this simple.
Yeah.
I'm sticking to my top 5 that I said last podcast.
Wow. Sorry.
I'm still going to stick to my top 5 that I predicted already.
So that was you, Derek, Hottie, Samson. Was it Brandon?
Yeah, Brandon.
Okay.
I can't rule Brandon out. I would love to throw Andrew in it, to be honest. But I can't throw Andrew out, or I can't throw Brandon out. And I do think Samson overpowers Andrew. I think Andrew has the prettier physique, hands down. But as far as the filled out frame, still being, aesthetic looking, it's Samson.
Samson has the wow factor over Andrew right now that Andrew doesn't have.
Andrew, I think, still needs to fill in his back and his hamstrings and glutes more. I still believe his quads need to come up a little bit more. I think from here up, from the front, it's insane. Like literally, it's insane.
What about from the back?
I'm not going to say his quads are small. I just think they could use a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think his back detail has come up tremendous especially from the Arnold. I just still think he needs more back. And I just think he needs more hamstring too, and detail in those areas.
Yeah, the hamstring and the glute area for me on the back shots and the side shots is where I'm not saying he's going to lose, but he's going to lose ground if those aren't etched in.
I think for him, because he's also a new bodybuilder. He turned pro like 2 years ago,
which is hilarious to me. Like he went from like working out with Larry Wheels to being like one of the best in
the world at this point.
It's crazy.
So I just think for him, it's just going to take time. I don't know if maybe he needs the RP strength. Who knows? Put him on the RP.
Well, he moved out to or not moved out, but I know didn't he go out to Cali for a little bit or a while to work with?
He did to
Chris Psycho Lewis.
To train with Psycho for the I don't know if he's still here. I don't know if he went back. I haven't really heard anything. Um, but I just think, like I said, if he works on those areas, which I'm sure, if he is here with Chris Psycho, he's probably aware, obviously, and so is Chris Aceto. Um, I think, may not this year, but definitely in a couple of years, he's another one,
Yeah. Yep. I agree. I mean, the guy is so like almost symmetrically perfect that if he just fills in the gaps, man, and comes in crisper, like
He
he's gonna be
can't lose. He
gonna
will
be a
can't
threat.
lose.
He's crazy. He's almost like a obviously smaller, but he's like a very prettier version. He's almost like a little bit of Ronnie, a little bit of Flex Wheeler, like mixed in, because he's got like the shape, the symmetry, but he's got the size, but he doesn't have that like hard graininess that Ronnie had.
No.
So he's kind of like a mix combined of the two with the size, shape, symmetry. Now the Masters Olympia.
Here, before we continue, I didn't like how much shit people gave the winners for winning and saying, oh, they should probably hang it up. It's like, there was a lot of comments I've read, and I'm just like, yo, these guys are over 50. Like, what do you want them to look like? The fact that they look the way they do at 50 and up is incredible.
There's only a handful of people in that Masters Olympia that are still actively competitors, like Phil Klahar,
bro.
Kamal
looked insane.
Max Charles.
I actually feel bad for Phil, because he's, he said he had like that leg
infection.
Posted
it. Yeah, he posted it.
Yeah, and they showed it. Like, I don't want to say if that didn't happen, he would have won, because I think Kamal just, in my opinion, I wasn't there, obviously, but Kamal just looked fucking retarded, like insane.
Yeah.
Like he was, but I do think, Phil lost ground there, obviously. Yeah. So it kind of sucks for him. But it's congrats. Congrats to Kamal for winning.
Yeah, dude. I mean, fucking Open Olympia at a Masters.
And I know, and here's the thing, I know what that meant to Kamal too, because like I was obviously training with him a lot in Tampa, and just for him to win that, I know how deep that was for him. So yeah. I'm very happy for him.
It's different giving somebody an Olympia win like a Dorian with a torn bicep than it is giving somebody with a shot that's lumped up in their leg, because then you're almost saying like, oh, if you take it, not that obviously like that sucks. Like that just fucking blows that happened. And one of the things I said on Pure Muscle when I was on it this week was that is why I am an advocate of pulling gear or shots 10 weeks out. Some like there's different
10 weeks out.
No, I'm sorry, 10 days out. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah, no.
That's when things get heated.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking 10 weeks out, no more injections. No,
we usually do 7 days.
Yeah. Now I did 10 just because I got super lean. And I didn't like when I got 2 weeks out, if I was pinning, it was like a hit or miss if it was going to be swollen for a couple of days, or because when you get so lean, you don't have those fat cells to help kind of dissipate.
Well, what I do is the leaner I get, I'll start to like split my shots into two, where like 1 cc's here and then and I just kind of, instead of like filling the bitch up, you know what I mean? I'd rather just split it into very small doses, and I feel like that's always benefited me.
Yeah. And I mean, I even found throwing it under like a little warm water and getting it a little warm helps it fucking go through the needle easier.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It doesn't fucking, get bound up. But that's why I never did shots. Fucking 10 days. Once 10 days out,
it makes sense.
No growth. It was no gear. And then I would cut a lot of the orals out like 5 days out too. And only stay on a couple.
Yeah, no, we don't do that. We don't do that.
And the reason was when I talked to Charles and like Jay and like these guys, when you're putting a foreign substance in your body, okay, your body is going to react with some sort of stress cortisol reaction to it, because it's a foreign body. So you're going to get that cortisol response no matter what. So for me, if it's between being a little harder and peeled and stopping gear, or maybe like being a little fuller and rounder, but like potentially having like a fucking abscess somewhere or dealing with a lump in the stress before a couple days for a show, I'm taking the fucking higher round. I ain't doing shit.
I get it. I get it.
Everybody's different. I got guys that take shots the day of the show, for Christ's sakes.
That's dope.
It's insane. And that's like a mental thing to them. I've never,
especially with that tan on, and you gotta like go through this.
bro.
Fuck that, bro. That's risky business. I'm good on that. Pass.
What? What's the dumbest thing you did before a show? Like week, couple days before, even an amateur.
I don't know.
Never tried anything stupid like wine.
No, because like, I always just
too much wine backstage.
Too much wine.
I drank too much wine once from
I mean,
why I got hammered.
No, I never like Matt would, before the Arnold Olympia, we would, down one of those small little bottle of, vodkas.
Was that more to calm you down? Nerves?
Yeah. And it works. Because I'll be out of nowhere, I'll just kind of I don't get drunk or anything, but I notice like I'm chill. Yeah. I'm like, all right. We're ready to roll.
One. I'm feeling this one.
I'm like, this is a good one.
So I mean, I don't want to say dumb things. So my first Olympia, I was on a fat remove rack, and he wanted to do a little bit of insulin the day before, and I think
that's just so risky, bro.
My first Olympia, so I did it. I ate my meal, and I ate my meal, and then like just like a couple hours later, I'm across the street at another hotel. My first Olympia, I wasn't at the Orleans, and I'm in Fac's room, and he's looking at me, and I'm like, he's like, "You're right." I'm like, "No." He's like, I go, "What's going on?" I said, I'm starting to fucking lose it." He's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "I'm starting, when you're starting, like, I feel like I'm starting to crash." I was like, and he didn't have anything in his room. So my buddy at the time walked me. I don't know. He's like, "You want me to walk you?" I'm like, "No, because you're not going to keep up." I left the Orleans, and the back of the Orleans where like well, not the back, but like where everybody pulls up, like so across the street from there was another hotel. I forget what it's called. It was like a garbage hotel. And I was staying there my first Olympia because it had like the full kitchen. And I was like, I wanted to have the full kitchen. I didn't want to stay at the Orleans and blah, 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 blah. So I went from Fac's room in the Orleans all the way down through the fucking casino, across the street into my hotel. And I'm getting my food ready. And I'm like trying to do it. And my wife at the time, Bethany, was competing that night. And it's only like an hour away from her being on stage. I'm in the room trying to get potatoes and chicken together, bro. I am profusely sweating. I'm stripping fucking tan everywhere. So I'm texting Fac. I said, I can't get this meal like fast enough. Like, what do you want me to eat? He was like, eat apple pie filling, because that's what he told me to bring with me, because that's what was gonna. So I started eating apple pie filling, and dude, I ate a little bit. I kept a little bit more. Next thing I know, I had a whole fucking can of apple pie filling. I smashed it down. Finally was able to get my meal together. I sat on the couch trying to calm myself down, bro. I fucking fell asleep with the food heated up on the couch, like insulin crashed out like a light like this, and fucking out of nowhere, like 45 minutes later, dude, I woke up and I looked at the time and I was like, my wife's going to divorce me. And I fucking pounded the food down as fast as I could, threw a shirt on, jetted across the street over to the Orleans. I get there, my best friend Chris and his wife, and his not wife at the time, but now wife Jen, was there. And I get there and he was like, "You missed Bethany." And I was like, oh my God. He goes, "They didn't do awards yet." He goes, "But you missed her routine." And I'm like, all right, well, she asked, her routine was awesome. I didn't see it. I go, "Just tell me what it was." And so we end up waiting for the awards to come. So as we're waiting, I'm like, "Come to the bathroom real quick." He goes, "Why?" I go, "I think I fucked up." And he's like, "What do you mean?" I go, "I think I'm peaking right now." Cause when like you almost feel your body heating up and you can almost tell something's happening. And I'm sitting in the audience and I go, I think I'm peaking too soon. I go, "I think I just peaked." He's like, "Really?" Dude, I went to the bathroom. I took my shirt off in the Orleans, like in the arena. And bro, I was in full peeled, veiny, hard looked. And I go, I'm fucked tomorrow. And then we went the prejudging, and I had like that film of water from the insulin and eating all those carbs that just couldn't pull off. And I ended up in 13th in my first Olympia. And I was like, well, I guess that's not so bad, being that I have a good starting point to do better for the following year,
Yeah. A little motivation.
You were what, 5th year first Olympia?
Yeah, bro. That's
Yeah.
a nice starting point.
Yeah, you started fucking way up the ladder. I scratched and clawed for a 6th place finish eventually, and that's all I got. That was my
Hey,
best placing ever.
that's not bad though, bro.
For me, I think I had the potential to be third a few times at the O. Not that it's
Yeah.
winning, but for me,
No, but but people third is good, man. Like,
yeah, third. And there's the thing: people go, try doing this. Try getting ready for a show, the biggest show in the world, that you're not going to win. You want to talk about something that's hard?
what's that like? No, I don't mean that in a
No,
disrespectful
I
way.
know you know. It's
But
it's it's
if like in your mindset, right? Like I'm never gonna win the like what drives you then? Like, is it
it's
just the thrill, the fun of it for you?
no, it's just the I had this. It's going to sound corny, but I had a game that I played every day in my head, and I was like 16, like one. I mean, I off season 2, but 16 weeks out, I was like, I might not win this, but I'm going to make it really fucking hard. And I'm going to make sure that these motherfuckers know that I'm training my balls off. And if they want to fucking be like, so I was always trying to outwork everybody. I was like, the outworking, the blue collared, not great genetics, just wanted to fucking bust my ass. And I'm telling you, dude, the reason why I stayed in bodybuilding was because I loved working out. The thrill of being in the gym. And I grew up, I got bullied, man. People sit here and talk about, that we say certain things isn't right or this or that. Like the amount of bullying that people do to me, to you, to just in general, it's funny because I wonder where those people come from. I'm like, you guys are probably got fucking picked on in high school, have no friends, like, and now you're on
zero.
yeah, and now you're fucking watching things and hating on people that are successful in their own wheelhouse of an industry. Now,
100%.
it was not easy because there were so many times I had conversation with Kai Green and they're like, you just gotta you gotta fucking go in there as the winner, and I'm like, I can't, because I know I'm not going to win it, and it doesn't matter how I looked.
Did you ever think you possibly could win at all?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Never crossed my mind, because I took 13th at my first one. I took 7th at my second. I took, I think, 7th at my third, 8th, and then 6th, and then like 7th or 8th, and then 10. My last one, I got 10th, which I don't even still to this day understand how I even placed, but that's nor here nor there.
See, even for me, I'm the total opposite. Like even when I started competing, I was like, I'm gonna win fucking everything. Like that was always the mindset I had. And I think that stems from, when I played sports too, because I had to be the best at every sport that I did. I don't care if my team was shitty, but I had to be the best one on the team.
Yeah.
And I think that just carried over to bodybuilding for me, where it was like, I have to win and be number one. And that was from the very start, man.
See, and I mean, dude, I wish I could have that mentality from the start. I had a great career from the beginning. My first show I did was a NABA show in West Virginia. I got first novice, first overall novice, first in the whatever class I was in. Then for the overall for open, I lost to Fred Smalls.
Oh shit.
So, and then my second show was in 2004, and I got fucking it was NPC. I got destroyed just because I had no clue what I was doing.
Yeah.
2005, I won the Garden State. 2006, I didn't compete. 2007, I did the Mets, won. Junior USA's, won. Nationals, second to Jose. 2008, I did nationals only, won. And then, so I didn't really lose that much besides 2004 was the only really year as an amateur I didn't do well. I didn't win shows. I won every other fucking year I competed. I swept everybody. And then turning pro, it was more of the fact that, here, ready? Here. I'm going to put him on the podcast.
Who's that?
What's up, buddy? You're going to be, I'm on my podcast. You're going to be on my podcast now on YouTube this time. Okay.
Oh.
You want to say hi to my buddy that I'm doing the podcast with? All right. His name's Nick. Hold on.
Hi, buddy.
Say hi. Well, why do you have no shirt on? You think you're me?
It's getting jacked, bro.
You're going to bed? Who's with you, Francesca? Where is she at? I can't see her. Let me see. Get on the camera, Francesca. What are you doing? Get her on the camera. Frankie, I want to see her. Don't be mean. Don't be mean in front of everybody. Hi, girlfriend. What are you doing? I can't see you. Where you at? Nico, let her in the camera real quick. Right, smack you. Let me see her. Come on, I got 30 seconds. Hi, girlfriend. What are you doing?
Uh-huh.
You getting ready for bed? Oh, what are you, shy now? Because I'm on a podcast. Oh, you're not shy. You got nipples out and everything, huh? naked neeks on the phone. Listen, hey, bro, I got to finish this podcast. Can you call me in the morning? Our normal morning phone call. All right. All right. Tell everybody I said hi. All right. Love you, bud. He called me before and I didn't pick up. And it's like he's adamant about call me in the morning as soon as he wakes up to let me know what he's doing today, and then call me before bed to let me know how his day was. It's like that's his since he left Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday has been exactly the same. It's fucking hilarious. That's so funny. So, but you know what? There's a lot of people that might not say it that are like me, that are going to tell you, I know I'm getting ready for a show that I'm not going to win. And I'm going to say this. There is more passion, drive, and effort into getting ready for a show that you know you're not going to fucking win than getting ready for a show that you know you have a chance to win. It's a very fucking different animal because there is a lot of different sets of adversities mentally that you have to get over when you know you have to put your all into a prep. If you want to fucking be up there, you know, in the 212 division, Nick, if we didn't make top 6, we didn't even get to do our fucking routine. You know how embarrassing it was for me so many times in my parents, the time they didn't come to the Olympia, my parents didn't come to the Olympia because they go, we don't want to give you bad luck. And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, every time we come, my parents came to every Olympia besides, I think, the first and the last one. Or not the first one, I'm sorry, the last one and the one in 2000, I think it was 15 or 16 that I took 6th. They didn't come to that one. And they were like, we don't want to come because we feel like every time we come, we end up like not seeing you because like it's just like a bad omen. So we're just going to not show up. So the one year they didn't come, I did my pose routine on the fucking stage. And I was like, son of a bitch. And my mom's like, I fucking knew it. And it's embarrassing to walk out on stage on top of that and being called, oh, these are the guys that didn't make the top 10. Okay. And you got to go out and hit one fucking shot and walk off stage. And if I could change something in the IFBB, to be honest with you, I don't understand. And I'm not, this has, and people go, well, you're not going to win anyway. Well, no shit. I knew I wasn't going to fucking win going into it. But why are not the best 10 guys in the world doing their fucking routine? Why aren't the best 10 guys in the 212 not getting fucking called out? And like, you know, 10th place, 8th, 9th, 8th, they do that for the open. Like, there is no fucking difference, Nick, in me versus you when it comes to a prep. The only difference is two-way and the guys you're going against. I'm going against fucking, you know, the same type of guys that train the same type of way. We're just a little fucking shorter and not as big. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like we should be given the opportunity to even work our way up at night and even do our posing routines. If this is the best fucking 15 whatever guys in the world, you're not going to give the 10 guys the opportunity to fucking do their posing routine. So
I agree.
You know, out of every year I competed at the Olympia, which was 7 years, you know, almost in a row, I've only did my routine one time on stage, and I got called out fucking every time and waved to the crowd and fucking walked off at night besides once. You know, and it sucks because it's embarrassing. Because,
I get it.
And that was, you know how many fights I got in with my parents after the fucking Olympia? Because I was such an asshole after the shows. And I wasn't an asshole because I was upset and I was mad that I didn't place. I was upset that my parents wasted all this time, money, and energy, and they didn't even get to see me fucking do anything besides hit a couple of shots half the time. And that sucks. Even at the fucking the regional level, everybody does their fucking routine. Or if it's a huge show, it's like top 15 at minimum. So that's the thing that makes it hard, because getting mentally prepared for something you don't have a chance to win. And that's not me complaining. There were guys that were just fucking better than me that I was never going to beat. Flex was one of them, and that's okay. I'm okay to say that.
Yeah.
But I think it takes a different type of animal. I really do. I think you got to be a little more fucked up and twisted in the head to get ready for something that you're not fucking, that you're not going to win.
I agree, bro. And I think, not that we have the same story, but when I found out, how much time and money my parents were putting into my own dream, losing was the worst feeling in the world, because I felt like they have just wasted money that they could have taken a vacation to, or this and that, and they're spending it on shit to watch me lose.
Yeah.
And every time I would lose, especially at national show, when it was like, oh, pro card time, it took a fucking chunk every fucking time.
Yeah.
And until this day, I told this, but until this day, I remember when I was prepping for North Americans, I told my mom, I said, if I don't win this one, I'm done.
You told me that.
Yeah, I said, I'm not going to keep doing this. Like it is, I got to, figure something out. And this will be the last time. And I got so nervous because that was the year of the fucking, whatever. And I remember they made an announcement like 3 weeks out that we're pushing it to this arena, or they changed it. And I'm like, fuck, this is the beginning. I said,
that's when they switched to Orleans, to the other one.
No, bro, this is North America. It's not the Olympia.
Oh, I thought you were saying when they switched, or like the venue to
Olympia. This was the year. I don't want to say the word and get canceled, guy. Year of the vid.
Oh, I was thinking of year something happened to you. I'm like, nothing ever happened to you. The year of what? What did you do?
Talking about turning pro. You're talking about the Olympia.
You could say COVID, I think.
You really can't, but it's okay.
Really? It's going to be in history books. We can't say it.
But it's all right. But that was the year. And then like 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, they changed it to somewhere else. And then they changed it to a tent. And I'm like, this is going to get canceled. I said, oh, fuck.
Oh, when they did it outside. They did it outside, right?
Yeah, we did it
stage.
in the tent.
Yes.
And then I was able to that was when I finally turned pro. And then, everything just changed from there.
Speaking of North Americans, I actually have a client who's competing to, actually should probably check my phone, who's actually competing tomorrow he's 53, Mark O'Malley, and he's getting ready for nationals or for North Americans. It's his first time doing it. He competed last year, took second. Doesn't have a good physique, doesn't have a ton of muscle.
He's just happy to be there.
But he's a fucking hardworking motherfucker, man. He just is.
At the end of the day, man, that's what matters, right? Like,
yeah. Yep. And this guy is so passionate about bodybuilding, and it's hard, man, because like, I see him competing at 53 and I'm like, I'm 41. Like, could I have done the Masters? Yeah.
Here's the thing though. Do you want to?
You got to ask the right question. Want to what?
Compete.
Of course. I want to compete at something for the rest of my life.
So why didn't you consider the Masters National?
Masters Nationals on that fucking, you demoted me.
You
demoted me in a sentence.
I'm sorry.
Why don't you go back to being an amateur? You're so small.
Yeah. Two Masters Nationals, bro. Start over.
Start over again.
Just start fresh, man.
Huh?
I was like, just start fresh, man. No big deal.
Oh, that was funny. Caught me off guard. Because I was fucking up the shows, and then you hit me with a Masters fucking North Americans Nationals. Yeah, I saw Kamal up there. I saw Phil up there. I saw those guys, and then I saw like Hidetada, David. And I'm like, if I was in the Open, I would have placed, I think. And if I was in the 212, I think I would have won or took second.
Well, here's the real question. Do you want to put your body through that again?
So, and this is the crazy part. I thought about it, and I was like, I probably could have done that with test, growth, and diuretics, and that's it.
Not even matter.
Well, hold on. So hear me out. My last Olympia. Okay, on everything that I love, I'll call Chris Aceto in front of everybody. So I did a 12-week prep. So for the first 10 weeks, I ran test and GH and not a goddamn thing else. Not even a Arimidex. And I remember telling Chris like 5 weeks out, I'm like, Chris, we haven't incorporated anything into this prep yet. We haven't done Mass, Primo, Tren, Halo, Anavar, Proviron, Arimidex, like Nova. Like we haven't fucking touched anything. T3 Clen. And he goes, well, why do you need to? And I go, what do you mean? He goes, if you look like you're on that stuff, then why do you need to take it? And then I was like, I mean, he's got a valid fucking point. I mean, listen, I'm not, this isn't me like, toot my own horn here. Like, I don't think I'm that good. But that was a very valid point. But then it might have been Fuad that said it too on the podcast once. He was like, well, think about how much better you would have looked if you were taking that stuff. And that's also another way of looking at it. But at the time, when Chris said it to me, I was like, that makes sense. So the last 2 weeks, he added in Proviron. We did, I think he added in Tren, Masteron, and the orals. But that Tren and Masteron were in for like, I think a week. And then they were gone.
I'm going to say in a week, man. It's not really.
Yeah, it was like a week. And then because it was the last 2 weeks I was on stuff and that was it. So looking back, I'm like, could I have done the Olympia on test and growth? Yeah, and probably could have done fucking really well. The problem is this. When I looked in the mirror a couple of years ago, before I retired, I knew, as much as I was trying to hype myself up, that you're still a fucking training your balls off. You're still a hardworking motherfucker. Like you still got this in. You still got the heart. You still got the mindset. What I saw in the mirror wasn't the guy that I saw in the mirror years ago. And the body that I was staring at and the body that was staring back at me wasn't the body that was capable of placing even really good at regular shows. Yeah. So it became, okay, and people can sit here and bash, and that's going to happen. I never really overly pushed my limits with gear. I probably pushed harder with food and that's why I don't like to eat, because the amount of food I was eating at one time. But I just never like Hidetada, right? Those pictures will always be out there. Those pictures of those guys are always going to be out there. And let's say those guys never do another show again. Those are going to be some of the last images that people are going to have in their head. And I'm not, like you said, Hidetada looked fucking great. He's damn near 50. Kamal's in mid 50s now. David Henry's pushing 50. Like Phil Klahar, I think, is in 48, 49. He's almost there, I think. Oh, yeah. So I am not by no means saying that those guys don't have any business competing, because they look fucking great for the weight class or the category that they're competing in. But there is a risk to reward with being that old and taking gear. There is a risk to reward for taking diuretics and doing depletions that old and having, a heart that's a little weathered. And then there is a risk for me of just maybe things don't go the right way and you don't even place that well at a show where it's the old guys fucking competing against the old guys. So it's like, there's a lot of things that could go wrong. And for me, I'm still a fan of the sport. Like I told you, I enjoy watching the sport, Matt, now more than ever. And that was a you and Samson thing. And I don't think you realize that when you and Samson were battling it out at the Arnold and I was sitting in the seats, I was screaming. Like I was screaming for my nephew at a baseball game or a football game. Like I got that excited and it took me 2 years to get there, because in 2021 or 2020, like after 2020, I didn't go to another show, or once I retired after 2021, I didn't want to see anything. I went to the Olympia that year. PJ Braun did a big fucking thing for me for Blackstone. It was one of the big ads that was on the Jumbotron screen thing. Yeah. And I went there. I sat down in the middle of the fucking auditorium with everybody there. They played that in the beginning. They played all the ads. That was one of the ads. And it had to do about me and John Meadows. I watched that. I got up and I walked out. I said, I literally looked at the people around me. I said, I'm not ready to be here. I got to go. So I said, you guys stay here. Here are the tickets. I'm leaving. And I walked out. And it's because I think you're always going to feel like you have unfinished business, and
But that's okay.
And it's hard to walk away from something that literally engulfed you for 20 years. Like Nick, and you'll be there, and hopefully you'll be there even longer than me. But there's going to come a day, dude, where me and you have a conversation, God willing, I'm still around, and you're like, hey, bro, like, I don't know, like I'm starting to think this like might be my last show or my last, like, it's going to happen. And when it does, it's scary, because the what next is the scariest thing in your life. And when the what's next, is the unknown, it's very nerve wracking, because doing another show can always be an excuse to extend your career and keep doing the same things you're doing. I could still, sponsors, I could just do another show, but I had to call it quits. So at you being 29, you seeing the guys that compete the age, like, what do you think realistically for you, even though you're still making tremendous fucking progress? What do you think is your kind of time frame? Do you scratch that? Do you have a time frame, or when you feel you're done, you're done?
I personally just feel when I'm done, I'm done. But if I had to put a number, I'd like to make it past 40. I'd like to make it past 40. But it's all just, it's going to be depend where my life goes in time, what I feel, of course, and just how my body is. Right now it's, obviously it's full focus. I want to go as long as I can. I want to win as many Olympias and Arnolds as I can. But, life happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And I get that. It's scary. But, right now where I'm at, I have a great support system. So the only thing I'm just thinking of is how many Olympias can I win, until I say I'm done.
Yeah. Sometimes I want to ask things, but I want to word it in a way where it makes sense, because people point out, and I know I do, when I ask questions or I get into a topic, I can ramble because I'm a talker. So I'm trying not to over talk or over ask my questions. Without bodybuilding, what would you, let's say you had to stop bodybuilding today.
Oh,
what would be the first step in something different for Nick Walker?
honestly, it would probably be going just all in on every business I want to invest in at that point.
So now, are there businesses you've invested in recently, or there's just things
not yet. I had, I have some in mind. Obviously, I want to, help Maria with the sauce business and kind of help her go all in with that. And because that's, at the end of the day, it's her thing, but it's kind of our thing too.
Yeah.
So obviously that's one of my main priorities, but like other things I'd like to invest in, like, obviously houses and other businesses that I've had interest in. And
I know you've had interest in a gym. We've talked, and you've talked about potentially wanting to own a gym at some point. Is that something you'd want to do?
Yeah, I think a gym for me, like, it's a hit or miss.
Okay, then you need to pick up the phone after we hang up. Just remember that for 2 minutes.
Okay.
But go ahead.
But to me, gyms can be a hit or miss.
Yep.
But I think if I'm in a position where I'm doing extremely well and I can just own a gym, or let's just say I break even every month, whatever, I probably wouldn't care, because I have a gym and I love the gym environment. I love training. And, to wake up every morning and be like, wow, I own a gym.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I mean? Like, and this even stems back to, like, even with my mom and Maria, and they're like, do you ever just like take in everything you've done? Like wake up and be like, look what you have accomplished. Like, look at the things you have got yourself. And I'm like, No, I don't. And it's a good and bad thing. Like I think there should be moments where you kind of just relax and go,
You're
I'm
proud of
doing,
yourself.
yeah. But then I'm never satisfied. And I don't think, greatness has a limit. I don't think
It
greatness
doesn't.
has an ending. So I'm always going to strive every day to pursue something that's going to help me financially better at this point, or just help me be a better person. It's not, even so much about money in certain cases, but whatever's going to help me become better, that's what I strive for.
Greatness doesn't have an ending because greatness is how you tell the story. And
Exactly.
when you're great at something, the story doesn't end because the memory of that person will always lean on into other stories of people telling. So in my opinion, I don't think greatness ever ends. I think greatness is the story and the and depending on how you want it to end.
I say that because, I get asked, like, are you ever satisfied? And I honestly think for me, the answer is no. And I don't mean that in like a bad way, because sometimes if you're not satisfied, usually you could lead to just not being a happy individual, things of that nature.
Of course.
But I'm not satisfied, and I don't think I'll ever be satisfied because I'm that type of person that just always striving for more. But I am also happy with my life and where it's at. I have a great significant other. I have a great family. I have great friends, and my career is getting better by the year at this point. So right now I'm very happy with where my life is, but I am striving every day to just make it better.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna come a day, I know, when this isn't, gonna be forever. And I'm gonna want, me and Maria to just fucking relax and just, be able to take vacations whenever we want or travel certain places and just not have to worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I can say to you is that don't blink, because when you
I know.
the minute you blink, it's going to be over, bro.
I know.
And one thing you have going for you too, and anybody that's in a position kind of like Nick's or bodybuilding, as crazy as it sounds, and you're doing it obviously, but the more you number one, document. Okay, the more you can get on camera, the more pictures you can take, the more memories you can fall back on, because there's so much shit that I did that I just fucking deleted or I don't have. And I see a video, I'm like, oh, that was this time at this day with that appearance with this person, and I don't have anything documenting it, right? And the number one thing I can tell you or anybody that's listening when it comes to bodybuilding is sometimes just stop what you're doing. Like, even if right now you're listening to this, hit pause and take a step back. And the first thing you have to realize is that you're watching the podcast, you woke up this morning, your heart's beating, and you're healthy. Okay, right there, that's a win. Okay, that's gratifying. Now, the second piece to that is, like, for at least for me, okay, there's a right way. There's only one. You only get a first at one thing, right? Like there's a first bodybuilding show, there's a first Olympia, there's a first Arnold Classic, like those, and there's a first to being done and being retired. But with that first has things that can also lead to other firsts in your life, like starting this, starting that, investing here, investing there. So for me, I never stopped and took the advice I'm giving you, and it's just to sit back and accept the process and enjoy the whole entire process. Enjoy the bodybuilding in the gym, enjoy the bodybuilding outside the gym, enjoy the fact that the dieting sucks when you're getting ready for a show, enjoy the fact that dieting is brutal when you're in the off season trying to slam food, enjoy the fact that you're sitting on a plane sometimes tired, exhausted, and you're dieting because you got to go travel to fans or appearances or go to a show. All that stuff slowly starts to slow down at some point, and you're not traveling because you're Nick Walker anymore, or Guy Sister Nino, or you're traveling for a business reason, or not because you're wanted at an appearance because you're a good bodybuilder. But now you're not only a good bodybuilder, but you're a good person. And that good person is the reason why these people still want you around at certain things. So that's kind of the best piece of advice I could give anybody, is just take a step back and just look at the big picture and take it all in, because in a blink of an eye, it can be done over with, and for many different reasons. And my satisfaction would only come if my family and my circle were all good. Meaning, like you said, people are like, do you ever take a look at, like, oh, you own this, you own that. Okay. When my parents are doing whatever they want every day, and they own their house free and clear, and they can they can move to North Carolina, or I could buy them a rental property, or I could turn around and pay my sister's house off, or throw my brother a big chunk of change. Like, that's when I can do, when I can not look at my bank account and worry what's in there, because I know that doesn't matter what's in there. There's enough to cover my friends, my family. I can take you. There's just, and I know it sounds kind of corny, and that's kind of the reason why I made that video today about cutting fucking pruning the trees, because the people that are in that circle, those are the people I want to take care of. And it might sound dumb. Like, why do you want to do all this stuff for people? Because that's just what I feel like. I'm here. I'm here. I'm by myself. I don't have kids. I want to take care of the people that took care of me, and my parents are the number one on the fucking list. Brother and sister are 2 and 3. And when they're good, I'm good. I feel like when I spoil them, I feel gratification, because I'm like,
Agreed.
They deserve it.
I agree.
And sometimes it's weird. Sometimes I'm like, I don't deserve all this stuff. Like, why me? Like, why do I have, why was I successful in bodybuilding? Like, I'm not the smartest person I have a history degree. I wanted to teach. Like, I wanted to be like the White House picket fence, wife, 2, 3 kids, and just work, be a football coach. And my world went like this. It was like, we're going to go this way. And I'm like, whoa. And it's sometimes overwhelming, and you don't really, you get caught up in the moving and grooving of it to really step back. Like you said, like, I look around this wall, Nick, and there are so many memories and pictures. And there's Arnold, there's The Rock, there's Jay, there's Luke, there's George, there's Dallas, there's fucking Sean, there's so many people here, here and gone. And I'm like, man, I've done so fucking much. But it's not until I step back or sit in a room like this and dead silent and look around and go, man, I've done a lot of cool shit with a lot of fucking really cool people.
Yeah, man.
And one thing I can say, that if I died tomorrow, Nick, if you never heard from me again, I can sit here and say that I did more in my lifetime, and I've seen more, traveled more than probably 99% of people. And I've accomplished more than probably 99% of people. Now, was I a millionaire? Was I living in a fucking, on a $1 million mansion with yachts? And no, I wasn't. But I did pretty fucking good for a kid from a small town that
sure did.
Distant from,
You sure did.
And you got to look at it the same way too, bro, because you, as an amateur, I mean, I think people wrote you off before you even started. Like, this kid will never make it. He's not going to last. He's too big. He's blocky. He's this. And you, through all that dirt that was thrown on top of you like a fucking plant, right? You had all this dirt and all this shit and compost and all this hate coming at you right from Jump Street. And the only way to fucking rise to the top and fucking blossom is you had to fucking break through all the dirt and the fucking rocks and the pebbles and the stones and the roots. And you had to make your way up and say, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks.
That's what I live by.
Was there any time when you were a pro? I know the answer to this. Let's see if you're going to be honest.
Right.
Where you actually questioned, like, do I want to do this anymore?
Yeah, of course.
And it was never a placing at a show. I know that.
No, it was the mental thing of what I went through, last off season, where I was like, is any of this even worth it anymore? But once I got a grip on myself and realized who the fuck I was, I'm better than that, and I think I let things get to me that I should have never let get to me. And I had to rise above those things. And then I just, being in the position I'm in now, it's like, this is what I'm meant for this. This is who I am. I'm a bodybuilder, and that's just not going to change.
What helped you get out of that place? Because I think, listen, we obviously mental health is a big topic. Now, I can go very one way, I go very another. Now, I obviously know you, and I know if you're in your feelings or feeling a certain way, it's because you truly feel that way. It's not some made up fucking ideology you have in your head as to why you're upset. What was the thing? Obviously, you said you knew who the fuck you were. Like, was there an incident that was like, okay, I gotta get the fuck out of this funk and wake the fuck up and do what I do? Like, what triggered you to get back to Nick Walker?
Honestly, there's many things that kind of tie into that. I think it was me and Matt getting back together was a start.
Yeah.
I think it was coming here, and Maria. When she decided to stay with me here, it took me a while to grip it, but I'm like, I have somebody that wants to go all in.
Yeah.
And normally I shy away from that. I'm like, nah, get the fuck out. I don't. I do. I'm like, yeah, I'm not.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't. But I realized, what? I don't want to be like that anymore.
Yeah.
That was the old me. I said, I remember telling myself I fixed relationships that needed fixing. I have someone that's willing to go all in on this fucking bodybuilding thing with me. And then once I noticed my body started to just morph, that's when I was just like, fuck this, I'm back. I'm gonna fucking destroy this show.
Because it was focus, and then this is what happened: stress.
Yeah.
That's what happened. And people don't realize how bad stress is. But it's almost like you found your person in Maria, and once you got a house and moved out there, it's almost like, okay, now this makes sense. Now this has a reason. Now I understand it a little more. Now the happiness is coming, not just the grinding and the fucking this and the that and the bodybuilding.
No, it is. You know what it is too. When Matt sends us the berries, those are probably one of my favorite nights. Because obviously how prep is.
Yeah.
We don't look at our phones. We keep that unless we make a story of our food or whatever. But like, we keep the phone away and we literally just talk the entire time. And it's like that. Those are my favorite nights. I'm gonna be really upset when Matt takes that away. But I just think for a relationship, going as hard as I go throughout the week, her being so focused, on getting the business up and running for herself, and to have that one night where it's like, okay, no phone, let's just enjoy some good food, nice restaurant, me and you. It's like a nice, little relief from the world for a little bit.
So I'm gonna get a little personal. Because I gotta ask. I gotta take a piss. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna push this pee out. I can't take my laptop with me because it's here. So stare at that picture.
I actually got to pee too. So don't worry about it.
Pause. Break.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep. Well, I gotta make food too. Well, he's peeing too. What? Yeah. That wouldn't be the first time I peed on the podcast. I'm going to. I'm making food. Calm down. I think he's still going.
Holy Mary. Lost me about 2 pounds. Oh. And we're in the kitchen.
Yeah, food time, bro.
I know I gotta eat. I forgot. What were we just? What was the point? What were we just talking about? Because I was going to ask you something else to kind of.
You wanted to ask me a very personal question.
Oh yes. So when I did keto with Dave Palumbo back in my amateur days, right, with cheat meals. So we did 0 carbs Monday through Saturday, and Sunday night or Saturday night. It was usually Sunday night because I tried to extend the carb cycling. We would go at the time. It was me, my best friend Chris, who has the triplets that I visited in Florida, and my wife at the time, Bethany, and Chris's girlfriend at the time, Jen. And we would literally meet, and I would drive down to where they lived, South Jersey, like near Old Bridge, like she was in Bound Brook. So we would meet, and then we'd go out most of the time for either sushi or it was Cheesecake Factory. Most of the time it was Cheesecake Factory. And I would get there for 2 hours. Okay. I would order I don't know how many appetizers, entrees, cheesecake, and then we'd go back to Bethany's house. And I'm telling you, there was one time I ordered $97 of sushi by myself. It was just my sushi. And then we'd go back to Bethany's house, and it was like the only day of the fucking week where I had any energy to fucking have sex because I finally had carbs in me. So like that cheat meal night was like the night I knew that I was like finally going to get fucking laid. So we'd like go back to the house. We'd fucking like go. I don't want to say where we went because God forbid somebody watches this, but like we would fucking go at it. I would fucking get done, get dressed, jump in my truck. I would drive home, leaving our house. I'd stop at the Dunkin' Donuts. That's like 2 minutes from our house. I'd pick up some donuts, like munchkins, a muffin, a big fucking cold brew coffee, what was like vanilla or whatever, toasted almond flavored. I forgot, Dunkin' Donut guy. I would drive home, eat all that shit, get home before midnight, and literally watch the clock and see the clock ticking down and make sure I get as much food in me as I could before 12 o'clock hit. So if it was like 11:59, I would get as many scoops of peanut butter or scoops of fucking ice cream in my mouth that I could to make up for all the lack of caloric deficit that I was in all week. But the long drawn out question is like, do you use the night where you're fucking eating all that food? Is that like when Nick comes out of the fucking comes out from under the rock and fucking?
Hell no. That's when Nick gets more tired from eating all that food and goes right to sleep.
Oh, so you just pass out just hot with a fan on you?
Fucking right.
Because that's what I did when I got home. But I was always like, this is the night I got to have sex because I'm not going to have fucking any more energy after tonight.
No, I'm usually knocked out on the way home.
Huh?
I usually fall asleep on the way home.
How far is Cheesecake from you or Barry's?
20 minutes.
Okay. Well, 20 minutes in fucking Vegas is like, that's like stoplight. That's like stoplight.
Pretty much.
What's the meal?
Steak and rice.
Megafit?
Yeah, bro.
There you go. Great. They're great people. Billy's great. The whole company's great. They got great people, great athletes, great food. I've used them.
I love Megafit, bro.
Yeah, they're good people. Good people. So, well, you want to wrap up since you're getting ready to eat? Because I know it's getting late. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that's fine.
You tell me. You want to do some questions? You want to do some reading of the comments? Or you want to just fucking wrap up with some bullshit talk and be done?
Well, you want to eat?
I got to eat too.
Yeah, we'll just wrap it up.
Got to get that fucking gun fucking bigger, bro. So dude, tonight was fucking, actually, I gotta be honest. I don't know if the viewers thought, but this was probably mine and yours best one-on-one yet. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And we were supposed to be 4 of us tonight.
Ended up being us too.
Well, we got Mr. Lee Priest. If you're next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, Lee Priest wants to come back on and shoot the shit. Okay. So I figure maybe get Lee and Jose. That'd be a good group, or see who's not going to fucking have a house full of people out of nowhere.
Who's going to bail out?
Yeah. They're afraid of us, bro. Yeah, they're afraid of us, man. But no, dude, I think tonight was very insightful. I think we went a little deep into like personal things, and I think it's pretty cool for people to get another view. And it was a lot of bodybuilding talk mixed with a lot of life. And I think life lessons are definitely needed, because I think there's a difference between mental health and people not understanding that sometimes life's hard. And when life gets hard or kicks you in the dick or kicks you in the right labia or knocks you down, that's not a mental health thing. That's just called being a fucking human being and getting over some fucking adversity in your life and not hanging on a fact that, oh, this has got to be mental health or this has got to be depression. Like it's okay. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to get depressed. It's okay that bad things happen. It's okay that good things happen. Your life is not going to be perfect. However, saying you have mental health issues doesn't happen when things just don't go your right way. It's not a crutch to use something on. Like there have been times where I was severely depressed, Nick. So I'm like, we've talked, you have too. And, you know, having mental health is the difference between getting out of that hole and staying in that hole. And if you don't have mental health issues, then you go there for a while and you come back out of it. And if you do, that's what happens. You get in the rabbit hole and you stay in that rabbit hole. And that's where the mental health problems start. But a lot of people use mental health as a crutch, which pisses me off because I think a lot of people that complain about having mental health issues are just soft humans.
I agree.
You know, and the people that have it for real reasons, right?
Good.
So, again, real life talk tonight. I appreciate it, bro. This was a great podcast. Yeah. I think we did a great job tonight, and I think we opened a new level of Nick Walker. New level. So, I'm going to call you real quick. We got some stuff to touch up on, but this was a great one-on-one. I don't even know the episode we're actually shouting them out in the beginning, but Mutant in the Mouth, Nick, we are we're doing it, man. This is we're running up on what January will be a year we started, which is crazy.
Yeah.
We got a couple more months, so we'll do we got to do a big banger of one for the year anniversary. We'll have a lot of the guys on and we'll shoot the shit. But until next time, like, comment, subscribe. Huge thank you to everybody that's following along, and a big for everybody that don't like us. You don't like us, don't matter, because we don't fucking like you either. Until next time. Mutant in the Mouth, me, your boy, Nick, the Mutant Walker. Hit a shot. Now hit a shot, bro. Hit a hands clasp. There it is. Future Mr. O.
Bang, bang.
Assalamu alaikum. We're out of here, guys. Appreciate your time. Thanks for stopping by and watching. Love all you. We're out.